guys, it's Alicia Rain and welcome back to my channel, Rainy Reads. This is going to be a weekend vlog. This isn't going to be a reading vlog. This is just going to be me filming different things that I'm doing this weekend. You probably honestly can't tell. Maybe you can. I really only would film in select rooms when I was living at home. But I am in my new apartment now. If you watched my, not the last video, but the video before that, I was talking about how my boyfriend and I are moving out and getting an apartment. We are in said apartment. It's officially been a week since we moved in. I was going to film more of the move-in process, but it was just so chaotic. The last thing I was thinking about was setting up my camera to film. I just wanted to get everything done and over with, honestly. It's a Thursday when I'm filming this, and we moved in last Friday, so almost a full week. We got, I would say, about 95% of our stuff moved up into the apartment on Friday, and it happened to be Labor Day weekend, which we did not plan, but it was really nice having 4 days off of work to get settled into the new place. And my boyfriend and I both only work Monday through Thursday, so we did get 4 days off. We usually have 3-day weekends. And you're probably also asking yourself, Alicia, you just said it's Thursday and this is a weekend vlog. This is my channel, my rules. Technically, my weekend starts today as soon as I get home from work on a Thursday. So this vlog is going to be covering Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this weekend. So I do and I don't have plans this weekend. Tonight, the only plan I have is building a bookshelf for our reading room. At some point, I will do a full apartment tour for you guys. And even though we've only been here a week, my boyfriend and I love it already so much. We still have a lot of decorating we want to do. Technically, this is the master bedroom, but my boyfriend and I decided to convert this into our cozy hobby room, and we're making the smaller bedroom our actual bedroom. And right now it's a little chaotic because we did have a little bit of an ant problem the first 2 or 3 days we were living here. It seems to be tame now. We do have a work order put in for people to come spray stuff. We haven't seen any ants. We just got ant traps. But honestly, if that's the only problem we have, I'm not complaining. Because this is technically our hobby room and we're trying to fit a lot of things in here, him and I both want desks in here. We have a couch in here to be cozy while we read, and we're gonna need room for all the bookshelves. So we were actually thinking about putting some shelves in this walk-in closet because the doors slide closed, so they're not really in the space, taking up space, so it doesn't feel too cramped in here. I had one bookshelf, but I'm gonna be using that in our bedroom, so we went to Walmart and I bought 2 more of the same one I already owned. I built one of those yesterday when I got home from work. I have one left, and then I'm going to fill it with some books that I brought over from my house. I definitely did not bring every single book over yet that I own, which if you saw the last video that went up, it was my physical TBR for 2025, and that video alone will give you an idea of how many books I have. And I have a mix of books that I know I want to read soon and just some of my favorites that I brought along with me to put on the shelves. At some point I will attempt to bring the rest of those over into the apartment. Something exciting is happening tomorrow. My boyfriend, best friend, and I are all hanging out in Ann Arbor, which if you're new to my channel, you may or may not know, actually, if you even do watch these videos, that I live in Michigan. So Ann Arbor is just a city in Michigan that's pretty popular. We are going to go hang out there and get some yummy food, walk around, maybe do some shopping. And then I have a tattoo appointment, which I am very excited but very nervous about because I really don't know what my pain tolerance is. And technically I'm getting 2 tattoos, which if you know me in real life or honestly even online, you're probably thinking, Alicia, what are you thinking? And to that, I don't know how to answer that. I maybe wasn't thinking when I emailed the tattoo artist, but I really like their art style. I've been wanting a tattoo for a while now. Honestly, because I don't know how my pain tolerance is, part of me is thinking I will get the smaller one first, and if I can't handle it, I guess I just won't get the second one or just do it a different day. It's nothing too crazy. One is a quote, and it's just gonna say, "Life imitates art." That's like a pretty popular quote that I hear around. The main reason why I'm doing it is because it's a lyric in a Lana Del Rey song. If you know me, you know that I love Lana Del Rey. She is my favorite musician of all time. So that's kind of a nod towards her, not necessarily the quote itself, even though I do love the quote. A lot of the things that I see for her are just Born to Die, which is one of her album names, and I just don't really want that tattooed on my body, and I feel like Life Imitates Art makes more sense for me. And then the other tattoo that I really like seeing people get are the like vine or leaf wraparound tattoos on the arm. So I don't know if I'm gonna get it here or here. Like I said, I'm very, very excited but very nervous. So I have that going on tomorrow. I might vlog, I'm not super sure. I'm so sorry for looking off. Where my window is right now, because I'm sitting at my desk, is looking straight into the parking lot, and we also have a busy road driving by, so I'm just getting very distracted by the cars. Maybe I shouldn't film here anymore. Oh my god. And then I also need to edit the physical TBR video that I was just talking about a little bit ago. It's almost done, but not really. And I might also just plan some content, like a schedule out, because I'm a very organized person. I like having lists. I like having due dates, if you will. And I also did mention that I have books that I want to read recently, so maybe I'll have a little summer TBR segment in here. It'll say in the title. If you're new to my channel, hi. It's chaotic over here. Every video I feel like I say that I will try to be less chaotic in the next, and I just need to embrace that I'm a little scatterbrained. And I mean, obviously some people like it, or I would have 0 subscribers. So welcome. I just got home a little bit ago from work. May or may not have said that, I don't really remember, but my boyfriend's gonna get home in about an hour, so I would like to get that done so we can just hang out and have a cozy afternoon. We haven't really been able to do that, but yeah, I'm going to go build that shelf. Here is what the shelves are going to look like. Like I said, I already owned one, but I'm gonna be using that in the bedroom, so I bought 2 of these. I have one down, so just one to go. Alright, the bookshelf is done. It didn't take very long at all, honestly. But I'm going to go carry this into the cozy hobby room, and then I'll show you guys where I'm going to have my shelves. I'm not going to put the books on them yet, but I still want you guys to see sort of what the vision is with what I was trying to explain. Alright, so here are the 2 bookshelves. We might fit a 3rd one in here if we clean it out a little bit more. Right now over here there's some random art stuff, and over here is my boyfriend's amp for his guitar and a Lord of the Rings poster that he had in his old bedroom. And these are all of the books that I brought over so far, and some Funkos. And then these are the kind of doors that just slide closed on both sides, so I think it'll look really nice. I know I said I was gonna edit my video, but I'm not doing that anymore. I changed my mind. I'm gonna start my reread of Funny Story by Emily Henry. My boyfriend got me the paperback for Valentine's Day. He got me a little book bouquet. I'll insert a picture here. It was really cute and sweet. He got me that, the Bell Jar, and the Odyssey. I actually just finished reading the Bell Jar. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. This one, like I said, it's a reread, so it's 5 stars. One of my favorite books ever. My favorite Emily Henry book. And yeah, I've just been really wanting to annotate it. I was waiting for the paperback release because all of the other books of hers that I own are paperback, and I want them all to match, and he knew that, so that's why he bought it for me. I think I'm gonna get some cozy vibes going on and start reading that. And then my boyfriend and I are most likely going to just watch Game of Thrones and eat dinner. But I don't think anything else exciting is going to happen tonight, so I will see you guys again tomorrow after the tattoo appointment. I literally vlogged nothing while I was out. And I was going to vlog like a little clip with some of the stuff that I bought, and then that didn't happen. And honestly, the whole tattoo process went really well. I wouldn't even describe it as painful. It was like there were just a few spots that were uncomfy, but it was not painful at all. I'll try and insert some pictures here in a second, but this is the quote, if it'll focus. And then this was the Vine wraparound, and it turned out so cute, you guys. But first, Grant and I picked up Sky, and then we drove to Ann Arbor and we got food at this place called Saika. I'm gonna take a picture of the sushi that I got, and then I'm gonna insert an old picture of the same curry dish that I got before. It's super yummy. I really like it. And then after that, we went to a few shops. We went to Crazy Wisdom Bookstore, which is like a spiritual metaphysical shop. And then we also went to Underground Sounds, which is a vinyl record store. If you follow me on Booksta, you know that I love Lana Del Rey. I have her poetry book, and I've been looking for her audiobook, which is on vinyl of her reading her own book. And this place actually had it. And I'm super excited to listen to this. I've honestly wanted to reread her poetry book. It's such a quick, easy read. So this will be really fun to listen to as I read along. It'll definitely be during the summer. This is definitely summer vibes. But this is the only place I've gotten vinyls from, besides, I think I got like a couple gifted to me. I don't think they were bought from this specific vinyl store, but the people that own it are really nice and cool. So yeah, I was really excited to find this. And then we also went to this store called Vault of Midnight, and they have a bunch of books, comics, manga, board games, and like mystery boxes. And I will admit that I have been influenced because I've been seeing so many people get mystery boxes, so I wanted to get one. These ones looked so cute. All of the options I would be happy with. It's something called Botanical Harmony Unicorno, I think. But this is what the box looks like. And these are all of the little options that you can get. They all look so cute. So I was going to open it here on camera. Also, look at how cute the top is even. Like this little flower. I love it. I somehow knew I was going to get this one. It's the little like bonsai tree unicorn, you guys. Look how cute that is. I love that. I'm gonna put that on my desk. I haven't shown you guys the cozy room yet. I'm hoping my boyfriend and I can get that in order tomorrow. I do have a therapy appointment, so I'm gonna have to drive back to where I lived before to go to that. So it probably won't be till later in the day. But I'm kind of trying to have like a Studio Ghibli, like foresty theme. And this is literally perfect. I thought any of these would be perfect for like the forest vibes because they're all like plants anyways. Plans for the rest of the night. I definitely want to start reading Funny Story and annotating that. I have a bunch of leftovers of that curry for dinner. My boyfriend's gonna make like his own version of a crunch wrap. So I don't really know what else we have planned. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow and hopefully give you guys a little bit of a cozy room hobby tour and maybe even a summer TBR. Can see you. You see someone yellow go by. Can I please keep that in?
Oh, wait, let me see.
right, you guys. So it's the next day. As you can see behind me, I already put a lot of books on my shelves. I just thought it was going to take a while, and I honestly didn't want to talk about every single book on here, just for you guys to get a gist of what I have going on right now. Let me zoom in. So all of the books on this middle row are all of my favorite standalones, series, and duologies and trilogy. I can do a separate video if you want me to talk about that. Up on top over here are just some books that I did enjoy, but not really my favorites. Over on this top corner are all of the physical books that I've read within the first half of this year, so I will be doing a mid-year wrap-up talking about every book that I read, including the ones on my Kindle. And then over down on this bottom shelf right here are all just random books that I want to get to at some point, but it's not going to be during the summer. And then I have a stack right here of books that I'm hoping to read during the summer, and I wanted to share those with you guys before I put them on my shelves. So in June, I know for a fact that I will be reading The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. It's going to be my book club's buddy read, so I'm very, very excited. I don't know how many people are reading along with me yet, but this has been on my TBR for years, and I honestly can't wait to get to it. I've only read Circe by Madeline Miller, which is actually right here. It's one of my favorite books of all time. So I hear a lot of people talk about this book more, which is getting me like excited but anxious because I hope it lives up to the hype, but I'm sure it will. Depending on when this video goes up, you might have time to read along with me. I'll have my Fable book club link down in the description box. If not, another book that I don't have yet, but I will be reading in July with my book club is V.E. Schwab's newest release, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I'll also post reminders on the community tab on YouTube, and if you want to follow me on Booksta as well, which is just a book related Instagram account, that will be linked down below. And I'm sure I'll have a lot more updates over on my Instagram stories over there to remind you guys about the buddy read picks. Then I want to read The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. I don't really know much about this, just that it's about queer witches, and honestly that's all I need to know to read this book. I have heard a lot of mixed reviews about this book, but I'm still excited to get to it nonetheless. Then I have volumes 1 through 3 of One Piece by Eiichiro Oda. This is the omnibus version, so I have all 3 in 1. I bought this last year, or maybe even 2 years ago. I still haven't read it. I absolutely love One Piece, and it's kind of crazy that I haven't read any of the manga yet because I also love reading manga, but I am hoping to get to it this year. Up on top, I didn't show you really, but I do have a couple One Piece Funkos and figures, so I'm gonna like stick this up there after I read it. And yeah, I want to keep collecting this. I don't know when I will because I am pretty far into this show already. I'm on like episode 920 something, I think. Still pretty behind, but I'm getting there. If you don't know what this story is about, we're following our main character Luffy, and he's trying to build a pirate crew to sail across the Grand Line and find the mysterious treasure of the One Piece. Spoiler alert, but not really. We still don't know what the One Piece is 1,000 episodes later, but honestly, it's such a good story. There's a lot of serious topics in here, but it's also really wholesome, lighthearted, and fun, and a good story about friendship and basically like ultimate found family story, which is one of my favorite tropes. So definitely recommend either checking out the manga or checking out the anime. There's also a live action that I thought was done really well depicting the anime. Then I do want to reread Violet Bet Backwards Over the Grass by Lana Del Rey. I was just talking about this yesterday because I just found the vinyl audiobook. So I think that'll be really fun to listen and read along. It's pretty short. It's like maybe over 100 pages, but I think I can read this in a day. So I think I'm just gonna dedicate a day to relaxing and pop my vinyl on my record player and just read this. Then I really want to get to Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've only read 2 books by this author before. Daisy Jones and the Six is one of them, also on this middle shelf, as well as The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I gave both of those 5 stars. I loved both of them. All I know is that we're following a tennis player. I don't really know anything else besides that, but I'm really excited to get to it. And then the last two books that I have on my summer TBR are the 4th and 5th book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, which is Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows. I have 3 other books, I believe. Yeah, 3 more that I need to read, but I don't think I'm going to get to them during the summertime. So I just have these on my TBR, and I did do a poll over on my Bookstagram asking my followers if they wanted reading vlogs for the rest of the books in this series. I read the first 3 books last year, and I didn't own the rest of the books, so I took a break from the series. I re-listened to the first 3 earlier this year, which I will talk about in my mid-year wrap-up. And I think this is going to be one of, if not my favorite series of all time. That's how much I'm really loving this series. And I'm, for the most part, in the dark. So I know a few things that happen, but I don't really know anything, honestly. So I'm super excited to continue this. And those reading vlogs that will be going out will be spoiler filled, so know that going into it. I have no idea when I'm going to have this video up. Obviously, I want to read these in the summer, so hopefully by the end of summer, you'll get the first reading vlog of this reading series, and it's only going to cover books 4 through 8. So yeah, those are all the books that I'm hoping to read during the summer. I'm about to go eat. I just got back from therapy, so I want to just relax a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna start finally editing my physical TBR video. I really want to get it done this weekend. If I can finish it today, that would be great, but I'm making myself finish it tomorrow if it doesn't get done today. And then I would love to keep reading Funny Story. I only read 3 chapters so far, and just being back in that book with those characters is great. I love it so much. Alright, so you walk into the room, and we're probably going to hang more stuff up on the wall. It's a work in progress still. But so this is the room from the door when you walk into it. Technically this is the master bedroom, but we wanted to be able to do all of our hobbies in here, so we made this the cozy room. So this is the giant closet that comes with it, and we're going to put all of our books in here. All of his are up there right now, my boyfriend's. Those are the 2 shelves I built that you just saw. And then over here is my boyfriend's guitar, and then we have this little coffee table. I got this cute candle from Marshall's that matches this throw blanket that I bought. And we have this couch in here with some Pokemon plushies. This lamp is really cute that came from his house. We thought it kind of fit the vibe. I hung up some things on the wall. So over here is a painting of a frog I did in high school in one of my art classes. This painting my mom actually did. This is some butterflies that I bought at an art place in my old town I used to live in, and I thought it was really pretty. And then this I painted quite a few years ago when I was camping on Lake Michigan. I painted that on the beach, which was really fun. This is something that my boyfriend has. We think we're gonna hang it up here at some point. We just need to figure out how we wanna hang it up. And then this is a giant window, and I built this desk the other day. This is with my computer stuff. Right now I'm making a planner on Canva to plan some content for my Instagram as well as my YouTube. And yeah, that's pretty much my setup. This chair is from my old room where I used to live. And then my boyfriend's just using this right now for his setup. He's going to get an actual chair and a desk at some point. The one at his old house just was not in good shape. So he had this. At some point, this will probably just turn into our dining room table because it folds out into a circle, and then we just need to get some chairs. And then he put up some of his pictures that he had at his old space and some posters as well. Alright, you guys, I just read to page 100, which it looks like it's just under a third of the way, but not quite a quarter of the way through the book, but I am making good progress. I've really been enjoying my time rereading this. Just to do a quick little explanation of what this book is about, we are following our main character Daphne and also Miles. Daphne, in the beginning of this book, which none of this is going to be a spoiler, I believe all of this is on the back of the book. Daphne is engaged to Peter, but then he ends up leaving her for his best friend Petra, I believe is how you say her name. And Petra was also dating Miles. Daphne now needs to find somewhere to live. Miles lives in an apartment, so he offers to let Daphne move in with him. So now Daphne and Miles's exes are engaged, and those two are living together. Then one drunken night, they find out that they were invited to their ex's wedding, and in order to get back at them and hopefully make them jealous, they decide to have a fake relationship and start posting pictures on social media, start going out together to be like seen by people. And yeah, that's just kind of the main premise of this book. It's my favorite Emily Henry book. I think I said earlier in the video that I did read this already when it came out on my Kindle. So I've just been loving highlighting my favorite moments and annotating it. I didn't show every single annotation in this video, but I did get a good chunk of tabs in already, if this will focus. I think you can see it. I know this is different from other videos I put on my channel because it's not really centered around reading, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun filming it. I think I'll still do more videos like this in the future. Let me know if there's any other videos you want to see from me. I'll have a playlist of all of the videos on my channel linked down below in the description box, as well as all of my links to social media or my book club. I hope you all are doing well whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!